can you open the questionnaire and do that now? Type some notes, not a full sentence, just a few notes. So it looks like Zhang and Sophie are typing. Dinny, are you typing? Are you thinking? Are you typing with one hand?
Sorry, Matthew, we have to take note from the questionnaire page.
Yes. I'm also sending you text messages too. That questionnaire, Dinny. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Okay. um. So, you three, you've just gone through the questionnaire. Can you compare your answers, but don't just say what you wrote. Explain a bit, um, talk a bit more. Each person try to speak for at least 2 minutes. Like look at the timer, right? Talk about your childhood, your teenage years. Um, maybe uh, Sophie, you go first, and then Song, then Dinny. Yeah, all three like that.
Yeah, so well, the first question is, did my parents allow me to stay out late? And the answer is no, because in Vietnam, parents pretty strict about the time. I mean, if we are teenagers, so they are strictly about what time should we what time we should go home. How about you, Dini? What is in your country? The first question.
Yeah, they allow me to stay out late, but with clear description and clear permission where I go and with who and so on.
How about you, Zhang?
Um, same you. Yeah, I remember that I had to back home before 10 p.m. Always.
Mm.
Always. Why is
So
Yes.
that?
both of you
What's
cannot
that?
stay outside, like not go home, maybe go home after today after like one day, not at home, stay in your friend's home. Is it okay or no?
No.
Really
Oh,
okay?
I
No.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
We
yes.
we if we are we were teenagers, so no.
See.
Okay, the second question is did you always have to tell them where you were going? Of course. Of
even
course.
even they ask me where do you go, and you go with whom, and give
And
them
the check.
give them their number phone. And it is
What ticket? How
yes.
about you, Denny?
Number two. What's the question?
Um, do you always have to tell your parents where you
Yeah,
go?
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the answer is yes. I did always have to tell them wherever I go,
Mm.
who with whom, to where, when I will come back, and so on.
Number three, did they let you go on holiday on your own? Well, yeah, I can go on holiday with my friends, but I have to tell them where I go strictly.
Me too. I could go on holiday with my friends, but it must be celebrated by the school or the teacher. Yeah.
Yeah,
For small group,
trust,
the school friends,
trustworthy people.
they didn't allow me go on holiday with a small group of friends.
How about you, Dini?
I don't know. Maybe yes, since they let me out until late. But I barely go holiday went holiday by myself. Since I mean by holiday, I think about like a long vacation and stay somewhere, maybe like
Yeah,
in
yeah, never day.
the other city. But if it's just go to the mall and only like few hours, it's fine. Mhm.
Did you always have to do your homework? I think yes. Oh my god, right? What happens if we don't do our homework? They will be very angry.
At
And you know
teenage
what? In
age,
Vietnam, people, they care a lot. Our parents care a lot about the
which
result, right? The grade, and
What?
that like they care how good we are at school. That's why they we have to do our homework. Not only homework, but extra homework.
sometimes
What
I
about
feel
you,
that
Dan?
so I felt that it seems that you spend the whole childhood to do homework, go to
Wow.
school, study much, and as we come back home, the whole night just
Yeah,
homework and homework.
always. What
Mm-hmm,
about you,
always.
Dini?
Yeah, of course, I have to do my homework. But I was scared to the teachers more than to my parents. So yeah, I do. I did my homework always.
And did your parents like you have around the house?
Oh,
Not
for my
so much.
parents,
Not
yes,
so much, right?
they didn't.
I think it's the same here in Vietnam. They often say that you have to do your homework. And you
Mm-hmm.
don't need housework, but homework.
Homework and housework. This
But in our country, for parents often do for housework for their children. If they have to go to school and have to do their homework, so they can the housework for them.
I know that some modern parents they require their kids must finish their hours before you do homework.
Well, I think
Yeah,
it's a nice strategy
it's
because
mhm.
we tend to be lazy with housework because we haven't done
Yes.
that before. Did you have to wash or clean anything?
Maybe
This
was
is a big question,
what
right?
I think the most popular housework we do at home. I did at home is washing this is wash this washing
washing dishes,
washing dishes.
And you, Denny?
washing clothes, washing dishes.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes
I think
my
it's the
mom
same.
prioritized my study than the housework. So yeah, I'm not get used to it the housework, but I can.
And if you had to eat everything at meal time,
Yes.
yeah,
For me, it's yes until my biological time. Like I always hungry when I was young.
uh,
I always hungry at 12:00, 6:00, the exact time to eat. That's my stomach will alarm.
it's not really that
Because,
you have to, but you want to, right?
but my mom make it like a time, like time order because I get used to it the time. Then my stomach get used to it. You get it?
Uh, how about you, Dan? Did you have to eat everything at your meal?
Yes, of course, because I'm so thin. You see. As I were a child, um, my mother, my mother, um, my mother used to uh, how to say, she prepare many food for me, and she wants me can eat all to get fatter.
Uh, that's why you have to eat everything, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In terms of well, about me, I really don't have to. I didn't have to, but I have to eat some things that kids don't like. For example, like onions. You know, when I was a kid, I was very scared of onions, but my father forced me to eat that because he said that you have to eat onions in food. You know, our traditional dish. If you don't eat onion in that dish, it could be ridiculous. So he forced me to do that. The last question, did they ever have talked with you about your behavior?
Yes. Yeah.
So how did they say that to you? Did you behave unwell and that they told you that you fix it or not?
Are you asking to Zhang?
Yeah.
The next question is, did they have talked with
Yeah,
you
yeah.
about your behavior?
Who wants to answer first?
I can say first, um, my father will judge me based on my behavior, but he never tell me directly. He tells my mother, so my mother can tell me because he think that it's good stuff. How about you, Jimmy?
No, they rarely talk.
No.
No, no, they rarely talk, especially about my behavior. No,
Okay.
I don't know why.
But a good kid, right? I wasn't
Plus
rebel.
minus. But I'm like a good and obey child when I was.
Okay, I see. In opposite to me. How about you, Dan?
Opposite to Dini, my parents talk with me about my behavior many times. Yes, I well as I was a child, uh, I um, I wasn't a good kid. I so there was many arguments between me and my parents.
Mm.
Until now, it still happens. But it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, I think we can, Matthew.
Matthew, are you there?
Yep. Do you want me to answer some of these?
Repeat it.
Which ones do you want me to answer? I'll let you choose. You can choose four of them. I'll answer them.
Okay.
Okay. Mhm. I think my parents are quite strict with me. Yeah. As I was a child or teenage, they didn't allow me to stay out late. Yes. I used to back home before 10 p.m. And if I if I went to somewhere, if I went to somewhere that I had to tell them where. Oh, in fact, I'm the tense. I have problem with the grammar, so I'm
Oh,
not
don't worry.
confident to talk about the past tense.
Yeah.
Also, Sophie, could you present your first?
Oh,
I think that Matthew was asking us about we have to choose one question for him to
yeah.
answer, right?
Yeah. For me to answer, yeah.
Okay, so did your parents make you help around the house?
uh, yes. My sister was 5 years younger than me, so when I was 12, she was, I don't know, 7. So I had to wash my clothes and her clothes with the washing machine, and I had to uh, I had to vacuum the floor, sweep the kitchen, clean the bathroom, cut the
Oh,
grass, everything. Even wash the dishes. And my mother made it a point that the boys in the house would do housework, not
oh,
just sit
really?
there with the girls doing the housework. The boys had to do housework too.
Did she explain like why do you have to do it?
Why did I have to?
Yeah, did she say about it? Like
Because I live there
why?
too, and I need to help.
I
Yeah,
think that makes sense
yeah.
because in Vietnam parents don't do that. But I think
Mm.
it's very it would be better if parents share work with their children for us to contribute to this.
I
Okay,
think so. The conclusion maybe Vietnamese parents more strict than Indonesian parents, and maybe Vietnamese school have more homework than Indonesian school. Maybe I don't know.
And more than the US schools, probably. Okay, you can ask me one more question.
Ini, let's do the questions for Matthew to answer.
I ha- I have to ask the question from the questionnaire, or
No.
can ask no. So what
Up.
the most remember memory from your childhood?
That's nice.
About parents. About parents. Um, yeah. Let me see. Um, th- wow, that's a difficult
Nothing.
question. Let's see. There was a time when, oh, my mother got me a knife. I was 6 years old. She got me a knife. So the knife was like this. It was a real knife, but she took a stone and ground it, made it not sharp and flat, not sharp. So it was safe. It looked safe. She gave me this knife, and it was a pocket knife for so you could open it. So it was a nice present, I thought. And I thought it was a good idea to run with the knife. And I ran with the knife down the hill and I fell on top of the knife. Okay, you said the best experience or the worst?
Now the most memorable.
Oh, most
Up to
memorable.
you.
Well, anyways, I fell on the knife and the knife
Oh,
stabbed
it's
me
a
in the
present.
nose.
It's a present. Wow.
And
Okay.
went to the hospital, and my mom said, "I can't believe it. It was not sharp at all." And I don't know. Anyways,
Okay.
yeah, most memorable. Maybe I should have said a nice story, right? I'll tell you a nice story at the end if we have time. Sorry.
No
I'm okay
problem.
though.
Explain.
Okay. Let's see. So I've got these sentences. Let's look at them real quick. Yeah. Um, I'll just change that because you know it's past. I know you know it's past. Yeah. Here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, this is silly. Sorry, I didn't mean to make them so easy. Okay. How do you use even?
Uh,
Go out. Quick.
when, even when.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We need to
Two.
change the tense, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I think maybe there's a easier way to say that. Okay. So, okay. This part here, you can leave that. You just changed this. So I had to tell them and everything. Had to tell them with who I was going with and everything. I had to tell them how long and everything. I had to tell them and everything. Yeah. Uh, Next one.
I'm in state. Wait, holiday. I mean state.
Yeah, I think this is fine. Yeah, if you're
Mm.
saying that as you're thinking, yeah.
Mm.
It's biology. Yeah, here, there. Staying. But what collocates? What goes with vacation?
Mm.
This word here,
Why?
the verb that goes with vacation. Yeah,
Oh,
there we go. Um, yeah, this one.
if it is only.
Oh, sorry.
This would be, this would be fine.
Okay.
It was fine. It
Can I replace only with another word?
mm, it
Yes.
was just for 2 hours.
Yeah. It's fine. It was okay. Mm, yeah.
Yes,
This sentence, it's okay, yeah?
it's tender.
And verb 1 or verb 2?
This is anyone, yeah?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you mean you, I'm talking to you, then it should be past simple. But if
Hmm.
it's as anybody, then yeah, this is true. It's a fact, yeah?
Hmm.
Like his homework.
Yes,
Yeah. I think yeah. I be yeah, that's your job, a student. Yeah, I think this is fine. This is obviously it's grammatically correct, yeah.
mhm, mhm.
Um, yeah. This one sounds really formal here. Can we change this to another word?
Someone has
Ask.
uh,
Please finish your homework before you go out, or
Ask.
no.
Ask their kids. Hmm.
some
Ask.
parents
Okay, okay, sure. Some parents, but maybe make their kids.
like
Oh,
Um,
make their kids.
let me see. Modern building, modern. Yes, okay. Maybe we want to change this to something else. Any suggestions?
mhm. Parents nowadays, nowadays,
Yeah.
nowadays.
Matthew,
Yep.
if it's make, it need to use to or no? Some parents nowadays make their kids finish or to finish.
Make. There's no choice.
So after make their kids to finish.
Okay. Okay. You're right. You're right. So we have ask. Make.
Ask to make no to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make something to something.
Okay.
Perhaps
Can you give me another chore?
Wash the cars.
Okay. I'll just leave one car because some people don't have more than one car. Okay. So had to. Uh, okay. So
that's
how does the intonation go? I had to
Had to wash dishes.
uh, wash dishes, wash clothes.
Wash the car.
Uh-huh. Wash dishes, wash clothes, and wash the car. Okay. The last one, yeah, down. Well, this is taking a while to go through. Made it like this was make it like a time order. So so Dinny, your mother, she structured the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lunch at 12 and so.
Was there
and,
so there's a clear schedule for the day, right?
yes.
Okay. So you can say she ran a tight ship. She
What?
ran a tight ship.
Tight.
Yeah, like a
Tight.
ship.
Tight.
Yeah.
Ship.
Tight.
Ship.
T
Mm.
T I tight.
Yeah.
T I.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. So is there any so was there a clear schedule?
Mhm. Only for meal.
Oh, only for meals. Okay.
Yeah.
So if a mother
She
runs a tight
ran a
ship.
tight ship for meals.
Uh-huh. Okay. So if a manager runs a tight ship, can you make changes easily?
No.
Okay, no. Okay. Um, never told me that he told my. Okay. So let's write this in another way. He. Oh goodness. Okay. What's this called here? If you have to be back home by a certain time.
Oh, I had to. I had.
I had a 10 o'clock what? A noun. A curfew. So I had a 9 o'clock curfew. And if I came home at 9:01, I was in trouble. A
What is
lot
it?
of trouble.
Curfew? Can you type it?
Mm-hmm.
Deadline.
Curfew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is fine. We might say yeah. This was about it still happens. Yeah. Okay. Great. Um great. Um all right.
Yeah, I have just sent it in the chat
Oh no,
box.
can you can you share your screen? Sorry.
How can I share my screen?
The share button at the bottom.
Hold on. Okay.
Matthew, where are you from?
United States.
Yeah.
I even don't know.
It's okay. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so you see the blanks in there?
Yes.
Okay. You guys quickly read through together. Can you think of any words to put in the blanks? You've got 2 minutes.
No options. No word options.
Okay, any ideas for the blanks? Just click enable editing and you can type in there. Sophie,
Yes,
can you click enable editing?
yeah.
Okay, so in the first two blanks, any ideas, anyone?
My mother made me do house chores.
Okay,
I agree with
okay. Okay, so quickly tell each other what you think will go into the blanks.
that. Number two, number one.
The last one that would like to... No.
That's
I don't know.
Okay. So listen to me. I'm going to read this, yeah, and tell me to stop if you need me to stop. Yeah. My mom and dad had very different parenting styles. My mother made me do house chores. I could usually get some pocket money though. I wouldn't say that my mother was too hard on me, but she would often sit me down at the dinner table for a chat. She'd often say, "I've got a bone to pick with you," and point her fork at me. It was usually about my grades or behavior at school. My dad was a quiet man, and he really didn't make me do much at home. Sometimes he would catch me doing something bad, but he would let me off easy. I wouldn't say that my dad was easygoing exactly. Mom would often not make me eat all the food on my plate, but dad would force me to eat all my greens. My mother was definitely stricter than my father, though.
I think.
Okay.
So here I think there's an idiom called got a bone to pick with you, right? Is that an idiom? I've got a
Let
bone to pick
me...
with you.
Was too hard on me.
Okay.
It
Should,
should go.
Do you want me to read this again?
sit me down
Can you explain um, first?
with you.
Can you explain the idiom? I've got a bone to pick with you.
Yeah. Um, what was my mother talking
Mm-mm.
about?
Sometimes
Uh,
get me.
and she often say, "I've got a bone to pick with you."
Yeah, and what
And
was she talk? What was it about?
yeah,
About grades, behaviors.
Okay, so do you think that made my mother happy or annoyed?
Annoyed.
Okay,
annoying.
okay. So does she want to talk to me about something?
Yes,
Something that makes her feel
unhappy.
annoyed? Yeah.
But can you explain first, like why bone? Like pick up bone. But
hmm I guess pick your teeth with the stick, you know?
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Um, okay, do you need me to repeat any of these the words for the blanks?
I, Amy, my mom and dad had a very different parenting styles. My mother made me do house chores. I could usually get some pocket money though. I wouldn't say that my mother was too hard on me, but she
Take
would
me
often
down.
sit me down at the dinner table for a chat. She'd often say, "I've got a bone to pick with you," and point her fork at me. It was usually about my grades or behavior at school. My dad was a quiet man and he really didn't make me do much. didn't make me do much at home. Sometimes he would catch me doing something bad, but he would let me off easy. I wouldn't say that my dad was easygoing exactly. My mom would often not make me eat all the food on my plate, but that would force me to eat my greens. My mother was definitely stricter than my father, though.
But dad would. Oh, sorry. The second to last one. Mom would often not.
Often not force me or made me
Oh yeah, that one was make. Okay, great. Do you
make
want
me.
do you want to see mine? There we go. I'll take yours. Ah, I'm not the host. Anyways, can I share the screen now?
Sophie can stop sharing screen.
So this is mine here. Um, you can take a screenshot if you'd like. Screenshot three, two, one, taking it down. Um, and this one. Hey, I'm used to using two screens. Not this. Okay, this. Did you want this to take a picture of that? Okay, if you didn't take a picture. Okay, so we just talked about yeah, strict parents, right? So if you write a summary of your childhood, like that one that I wrote, if you write that for homework, I will leave feedback on that.